All right, looks like I'm live. What's going on, everybody? We were going to be here with Worlds Within, but I just spoke with them, and I guess there was some miscommunication. They wanted to do some graphics and let some people know and kind of build up the hype leading into our podcast so that people would know about it and it'd kind of be like this bigger event rather than just like a typical podcast that we do. So they're going to postpone to next week. I said that was completely fine. So unfortunately, we won't have them today. Clean messaged me and said that he was picking up his kid from summer school. So he should be back at some point. I'm not sure when that is. He hasn't gotten back to me. He's probably on the road, but that should be at some point. I did have a bunch of questions lined up for Worlds Within. So I haven't necessarily prepared for a kind of like freestyle podcast, but that's what we're going to do. If anybody has any questions, wants to talk about a topic, whatever, it's going to be free form. So whatever you guys want to do, this is your time. And there are some things that I wrote down after I was going to talk with Worlds Within, topics like, what do you think about meme coins over the last month? Did you debate on making your own meme coins, stuff like that? And then off topic, like Republicans brought up a bill to remove Gary Gensler and restructure the seating a bit to divide the power more. And then also today, there's going to be the Fed decision, which is put in for a 95% chance to pause rate hikes, which is a pretty big deal. So let me go bring up the Fed decision. And we can go look at that real quick because this is going to be the first time in about like 2 years or a year and a half that we are going to pause rate. And this would be the first time that we paused and didn't raise by even a 0.25. So we'll have to see how that works every time, or not maybe every time, but a lot of the times that happens and we start to then lower rates, there is a pretty big dip in the markets, which doesn't make sense to me, but that's what the data shows. So it'll be interesting to look at that. And then let me go ahead and share my screen. For the new people who just came in, I just want to reiterate, I apologize. There was some miscommunication. So we're going to have Worlds Within on the next stream, not this one. They're trying to prepare it and get some graphics going and all that sort of good stuff. But this is the Fed tool. So in about 54 minutes, the Fed is about to come out and make their decision. Right now, it's 98% chance that they're going to pause, which is a pretty good thing. Higher rates means, less investing, bad for businesses. So that's going to be pretty cool. This is going to be very, very important. And then let me see if I can find the Gary Gensler. I think this is it on Fox. So the House Republicans introduced a bill to remove SEC Chair Gary Gensler and then restructure the agency. And the bill would add a sixth commissioner as well and prevent any political party from having more than 3 seats on the body, which would, just divides the power so that way it can't be just 1 or 2 people kind of fighting over, I don't know, whatever the SEC's decisions are. So this is really important. This is probably one of the bullish cases. If you're trying to find a bull case to buy crypto, this is it. This, in my opinion, is going to take forever to play out. It would shock me if they were just like, yeah, we all agree with this. This needed to happen a long time ago. And then they just did it. So this is probably going to take a long time. But eventually, if this plays out correctly, this could be extremely bullish. What's going on, Clean?
Yo, what up, mate?
What up, dude? I got to put you through the headset. There we go. How you been, man?
Good. How about you, man? You're just going over whole Gensler shit and rates and this and the other?
Yeah, it's a pretty big week. We had extreme negativity just last week, and now we have kind of a somewhat bullish sentiment trying to fight the negativity from last week. And yeah, the Fed tool is showing that we're going to pause rates, and stocks have been going crazy for 3 weeks straight, dude. 3 weeks straight, up every single day. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I mean, they're pausing rates. So I think that's a good sign, right?
It's the start, right, of a bullish narrative. But whenever we've like reversed course, like we raise rates, everybody panics, we sell, then we start to go back up. On that reverse course, though, there's usually another dip. And I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me that there would be another dip on, somewhat bullish sentiment, but there always, or for the most part, seems to be a dip. So I don't know. I'm trying not to get too ahead of myself. Me and my brother have been talking a lot, and he's like, is this a good time to get into it? Because I've been talking to him a lot about Palantir and SoFi. Those have been my bigger speculative plays, not those like, staples like Apple and Microsoft.
Yeah.
And, he's like, well, if it does look like we're exiting the bear market, which I'll bring up TradingView, it really does look like we are exiting the bear market. I believe we actually have by definition. Then is now the best time to buy? And it's like, obviously now it's not the best time to buy, but is it a good time? Right. And I drew some new trend lines. You can feel free to ignore them, but this is just what I'm looking at. If we do go back into like a bear market, we need to break these levels, right? Probably extend it a little bit more now. We need to break through some of these levels. And if we're going to go into a bull market, if that's what we're in right now, then we should see something like this for a while.
Which is good.
If that's what's happening,
A fake out.
Because it's like, if I buy here, right, and then the bullish or the bearish motive or narrative comes back, this is literally the worst time to buy.
Right.
So I don't know, man. I think we could, hit this right here. I think we definitely go back down because there's going to be some negativity and people are still fearful. I don't think many people are on that board of like, hell yeah, we're definitely out of the woods. I don't think many people are there mentally.
I wonder, now this is just me, if I'm wondering, and this is just a stupid prediction of mine, right? So this is probably wrong or whatever, but imagine the presidential election, right, is next year. And for some odd reason, let's pretend like Trump wins or whatever. Do you think that would mess with the market?
Of course. It'll either mess with it up or down. I mean, I think most people that believe in Trump are like, that's great. That's great for the market. Like, absolutely, let's buy, like, it's going to be great. Look at last time.
Because I think that could be a whole other bull market. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And he knows the market like any other. Like, we've all seen the Hillary and Trump debate, where he's like, of course I use the tax code, and so do all of your donors. So like, he knows how to use the taxes or the taxes to his advantage. He knows how the system works in and out because of all the businesses he has. So he knows how to help businesses. And that's what we really need right now. So, but the other thing is, with inflation, yes, it's coming down, but it's not just going to go away within the next even 2 years.
Right.
So we're going to be living with higher inflation for some time. It may go down eventually back close to like 1 to 3% in that range. But for the next 2 years, probably not. It'll probably hover around 4, maybe high 3s.
Yeah.
And that's like a pretty good scenario if it does. But we're still living in that time. But I really do think that we're past the bear market. That's just my opinion. Because from 482 down to the bottom here around like 351, I don't know how much of a reduction that is. Maybe 30%, maybe 25, right?
Well, like they always say is like, zoom out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, that's not the way to zoom out, but this chart doesn't show well on the screen. Let's see if I can go over here. No, I'll go to the 1 week. There we go. And then I'm over here. So wow. I mean, we're overinflated as hell, but that's what happens when you print a crap ton of money.
Right.
And I mean, this happened even before we printed all that money. So can we even say that that's the reason why? I don't know. I mean, then from here to here, that's definitely the reason why. So I don't know. We still are overinflated. It's a tough decision, man. It's a tough call.
Sell. Sell your entry point. But then, like, dude, I don't.
If you bought the dip,
is it crazy? No, is it crazy to think we still have a year? So we still technically have a year before it's supposed to be another bull run, right?
Well, a year before a new president, or at least, the election, a year before the halving of Bitcoin, right? Like, a lot of things are going to happen in the next year and a half.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty crazy.
I don't know. It makes me very skeptical still.
Yeah.
I feel like that right there should be diving off a cliff still.
I thought it would fall much more as well. But the thing is, the overall market didn't fall that much. But if we go and we look at Microsoft or something, some very strong staple stocks, Look at this, $200 from its peak at 350. It's a large dip, man.
That's
These
a
are
really large
30 to
dip.
40% dips. And that's what you see in a bear market. I don't think you're going to see these again. You could. Maybe I'm wrong. It is wild that it's right next to its freaking all-time high. That's insane.
Yeah.
And same thing with Apple. A lot of stocks are doing that right now. I think Apple actually is. Apple's above its all-time high. How nuts is that?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Right? It's insane.
That's really weird.
So I don't know. It's definitely
How's GameStop doing? How's
oh my
GME
God,
doing?
bro. GameStop. It might be going up on the day or something, but yeah. I mean, it had the parabolic run, and I don't see it doing it again. Maybe it has one more massive run, but I think for the most part, people are done with this. I think the same thing with
I got out at
meme coins.
383, so I'm good.
383?
Yeah.
It went up that high?
Is it 283? 383?
I mean, these aren't always accurate. This says 121 was the peak, but they're not always accurate. This is the weekly.
Not even close.
That's why. Hold up. Let me do like a 4-hour. Huh? Yeah, it's still saying it. Still saying 121. Maybe it split, or did like a reverse split?
No.
I'm not sure.
No way. It was way higher than that, dude.
Yeah. I don't know. I followed AMC a little bit more than that one. I did very well in AMC. But yeah, AMC is getting clapped too.
Yeah, because there was that. There was BBY.
I don't know what that is.
Bed Bath and Beyond. Yeah, what the hell happened there?
Hey, I don't know, man. I was playing house or something. Hey, what's up, Hugs Not Rugs?
Hugs Not Rugs. What's up, man?
And then once again, just let me reiterate, we don't have Worlds Within today. There was some miscommunication. They're going to be on next week, so all good. But this is just going to be a casual stream talking about the markets, just kind of hanging out. Got any questions, let us know.
Yep. Talk about NFTs. Talk about memes, meme coins.
NFTs are actually maybe making a comeback.
That's what I was saying. And I think maybe the new Kongs, right? The new generation.
The Mulga Kongs?
Mulga Kongs. Did you see my community art piece that I did?
Where is it? Is it on Twitter?
Yeah, it's on Twitter.
Let me see. Are you clean on here?
Worlds Without. Yeah, I'm clean. Young Bill Gates right there.
That's right. Shout out to Mulga Kongs.
Took me 10 minutes. I drew that real quick.
Yeah, I like that. What's it say?
Mulga swag. I really do. I clean up. I had to put my Discord name on there.
Oh, okay.
And then I really do. He's got a little hoodie on,
he looks swag, bro.
Little piece necklace with my HODL, shitty HODL thing. But yeah, as far as like 10 minutes, not too bad for 10 minutes, you know. They were like, oh, you have 15 minutes to get this done, you know. Whoever does it gets an increased like upgrade in their whitelist spot. So I had a whitelist already, number 2. Then I got whitelist level 4. So
I definitely didn't just dump my whole water on my lap.
Oh, really?
Anyways, I dumped a little bit. I think this comment's hilarious. He said Worlds Without.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, Worlds Without. Shit.
Hugs is feeling Mulga as well. You know, I'm not going to lie. I just saw that it was an NFT project during meme coin season, and I was like, it's not going to do well, and I just didn't even look into it. So explain it to me, like why Mulga Kongs?
It's very interesting. The art is very, very interesting.
I like it. I do like the art, but
you know what I mean?
Is it just another project with cool art that does nothing?
I mean, it could. It depends on what it depends on what they're. Yeah.
What else,
dropping 101 Mulga art. Yeah. So I wanted to do more with my art piece, but it was like, again, I only had 10 minutes to create it because I had to restart my computer because it could not connect to the internet. So I was pissed off. And so, yeah, but it's very interesting art, man. It looks cool as shit. I think it all depends on, number one, what's the mint price? How much is it? Right?
5,555. You know, not price, but whitelist $25, public 30 USD. So like close to 100 ADA.
100 ADA.
Ish in that
Which
range.
is not bad. You
No,
know,
I mean, because the other mint that we have to compare it to, I'll leave that one up there, is Tap Tools, right?
which, yeah, I was kind of looking at Tap Tools and people were like all pissed off.
Because of the
But
price,
isn't it
right?
like $100 for a year or
Yeah,
a lifetime
forever, I thought.
subscription, essentially?
Yes, forever.
Right.
But a lot of people are saying, and I think it may have been Fatty actually. So shout outs to Fatty in the Discord this morning. We were talking about the NFT seeker issue, how it's pretty much done, and we were pretty bullish, I would say, on seeker. At least I was. Miguel created our seeker bot. I've talked to him a lot. I really had faith in that team, and it just didn't work out. And we talked about that team and another team. I don't remember the others, but basically these people who create utility or online presences and some sort of utility like Tap Tools is doing, and they're just like, well, in a year's time, is it really going to be worth it? And I think so. I don't think Tap Tools is like the others, but I could be wrong. I don't.
I've
And I
used I've used Tap Tools more now in the past month than I ever have.
Yeah, art is interesting enough, cheap enough. Oh, I think he's talking about Mulga. Coin fatigue, think it could rip. Yeah, and I fully believed NFT secret. Yeah, it's just so unfortunate, dude. And I'll say it too because I don't know if people understood what I said in the chat, but I was just saying I want Miguel to be respected, and he's always going to be welcome in my chat. So if you guys want to ask questions like, hey, why did you leave? Why did this happen? You can ask those questions, but don't be one of those people that's like, I'm going to kill your sister, or like, I'm coming for your family, or like all this like crazy stuff that I hear sometimes. It just pisses me off. So like you can ask questions. You can technically like attack him with legit questions, but not with stuff like that. I just won't tolerate that. And
Yeah.
I also think that respectfully asking questions is the only way to get an answer out of somebody. If you want to attack them and just like he's just not going to respond. So respectfully asking questions is the only way to actually get what you want. That's
And
just
also,
my opinion.
not to whatever dox your chat on the alpha or whatever, but you were saying something about buying into a project that has a really low kind of floor price
Yeah, we can talk about that.
that stacks. They're essentially whitelist, much like yours does, right?
Right.
So the pieces stack, the tokens stack, and it gives you more likely to win like raffles on whitelist or whatever. And you said
Right.
the floor price is at like 12.
Yeah. I'll talk about that. Definitely not a like financial advice or nothing, but it's these are the founders passes. Let me go back. But yeah, Adamant, they do what we do. They have 1,500 of these NFTs. Ours are much less, so that's probably partially the reason why our floor price is much higher. We're also older. But they get whitelist spots for projects. They recently got Tap Tool whitelist spots, and yeah, the bronze ones, they're 12 ADA right now, only 2 until 18, and they do stack. So when you go onto their website and you want to get a whitelist spot or an OG spot or whatever they're giving away, you just have to connect your NFT and then hopefully you can win. And I think that these are really cheap. And I was just saying, do you remember that time period? And I think it was actually for NFT Seeker and maybe one other project, BlindGirl. And let me go show the BlindGirl NFTs. So BlindGirl is an artist who did the artwork for my NFTs, and her NFTs, they're doing pretty decent right now. Actually, they're still holding up, but these used to be super low, and maybe 25 was as low as they were before as well. But I believe Miguel gave her access to whitelist spots if you held a BlindGirl, and these went to like 100 ADA, 200 ADA, something like that, like overnight, like almost instantly.
Yeah.
So that's my thesis, right? There's 2 ways to play these ADA mint passes. You can buy them. A lot of people, like, shout outs to Voodoo, man. Voodoo believed in the oceans the most, and he bought a bunch of them between 20 and 40 ADA.
Yeah.
And now they're worth a lot of money. And I think similarly with this project, I went into their Discord to double check and make sure that they're still there. They're still communicating, and they were.
Yeah.
Even in their general chat. So I was like, that's a good sign to me. They didn't leave, and they're still getting whitelist spots. So if they get a big project in the future out of nowhere, I think these things could shoot up like crazy. So the 2 ways to play them in my mind would be buy and hold and wait for that, or buy and then immediately list for like 50 or 60 ADA, right? And then eventually it'll probably happen overnight if they get one of these big spots. So that was just something I was thinking about as a potential play. What are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts on it?
Yeah.
Oh, I was intrigued. Like, that's why I brought it up. It was like, well, okay, so that kind of makes sense. I got, the Atlantic Oceans, which is good. That's great. I mean, it got me into cock, right? And stuff
Yeah.
like that. So that was great. Yeah, I just think it was an interesting idea. I was very intrigued by it. Something that I'm actually considering, following that sort of deal, as long as it makes sense, right? Like, so we have a bunch of bronze on the floor. So that's one point essentially towards like getting whatever. So I would have to get a crap ton of those essentially.
Yeah. They have a 1 multiplier, and then the silvers have a 2, and the golds have a 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So with
So
mine,
what's the price of a silver? What's the price of a gold?
So I bought a silver yesterday for 15 ADA, and now the next silver is at 30.
30.
Yeah. So for a silver at 15 ADA, I got 2. So essentially my price was like 7.5 per thing. But I minted 3, and then I bought another at 60. So I'm down bad. So
Did this is buy one?
This is like averaging down. I don't
there was
think so.
2 12s, I think.
No, it was a 12 and a 13.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yep. We can go to activity as well. And after I discussed this in the chat last night, Voodoo bought the gold for 39. And then I don't know who bought this 30. I don't know if it was from my chat or if it was just another member. I don't know. But yeah, another one got bought for 30.
That's so crazy.
Like at the same time that we were talking
Somebody
about
did a collection offer of 7.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby.
Oh, there was one too. They bought like 10 of them or something. A bundle right here. 80 for 6 of them.
That's not bad. How many is it?
No. Well, it's 6, right? And so 6.
Well, yeah, but what are they?
Those are probably they're probably all bronze. Oh,
nope.
What? There were silvers?
2 fucking silvers, bro.
That guy made out like a bandit.
Wow.
Yeah, that guy. Whoever sold that was definitely looking to throw some money in the bank or something. I don't know. I wouldn't have sold all those for that.
That's so crazy. What do you think of Levy, the new Ape Society lending platform? I don't know a whole lot about it.
That's my first time hearing about that. Levy? Will it come up on Twitter, or is it like a part of Ape Society?
I would just look up Ape Society and see.
We created a new stake pool. Okay, Levy. New projects on Cardano will be added automatically with possible partnerships available. Searching for new mints, which will be readily available for lending on the platform.
I don't know how I feel about lending, dude, to be honest with you.
It's a great idea. I think it's needed, but I don't know if it's needed now.
Levy finance, dude. Right there.
Yeah, now fully complete audit, instant liquidity for your NFTs. Wait.
Also, I think they had their first project that they partnered with inside their ecosystem for NFTs. They just announced like the other day or whatever.
New landmark is out. Oh, so Levy Finance is a part of their landmarks.
Yeah.
This thread will go through lending. Okay, so this probably talks about everything. What? Come on now.
I don't know. I always feel like
NFT lending provides a way to access instant liquidity without actually selling your NFTs. You might loan out an ape for 1K with 10% interest and 2 weeks duration. After 2 weeks, you pay 1.1K to receive the ape back. Otherwise, the lender gets the ape. For lenders, Avatar Nick has enabled you to continue staking ADA in any pool. Another first for a big dApp, possibility to deploy multiple smart contracts instantly. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The loan duration is always 2 weeks, but interest rate is calculated per collection depending on its volume floor. That's pretty cool too. Okay. Another innovative feature is the ability to extend loans. If the floor price moons after your initial 1K80 borrow, you can move the loan over to the new top offer, assuming that's at 1.5K, you'd receive the 500 ADA difference and reset your 2-week timer. They have some really good ideas.
Yeah.
Multiple ETH lending platforms. Oh, okay. So they're comparing, that's why. And with volume comes fees. Here are 2 more innovative features connected to royalties. Other chains give almost 0 royalties to founders, while Cardano continues to provide royalties to JPEG Store. Yeah, hopefully that never changes. NFT founders can connect their Twitter and wallets to the levy management system, and by staking ADA from MinSwap, ADA/Society, you enable ADA royalty fees straight to the team's wallet. Just like all landmarks, a portion of the fees will go to cabin holders. I like that. I really like that. I think cabins need that little boost.
Yeah.
A strategy for people looking for passive rewards could be to participate in all parts of this. Stake in the pool. You got, oh, okay. Some node holders will get some liquidity. CoTaz, the loyalty passport of Taz, provides discounts on both the lending and borrowing sites. Okay. Golden passports provide instant level 3. Dude, I'm still salty about the golden passports.
Yeah. I think everybody is in that case.
I know it's like it's in the past. I'm going to drop it, but it just stinks. This landmark will, as previously mentioned, strengthen the society pair. You can also stake 7,500 to enable pro mode and get extended loans. Detail, okay. There are 2 things I'm hoping to be included in the future. Trait offers has historically been used by whales to lend apes/kings for 50K plus ADA, and token lending would bring in a lot of extra volume and interest to the platform. Last, all in all, super excited. Seems pretty cool. I was actually thinking about buying some more CoTaz as well. I know I picked up another one at, I picked up another one at 100 a few weeks back, but now they're at like 120, 123.
Yeah.
Because Block made a video last night too. I don't know if you saw it. Or maybe it was this
his
morning.
long-term strategy or whatever.
Yeah, it came out like, I don't know, 5-7 hours ago, something like that.
Yeah.
I watched that this morning. That was a pretty good video. And he included CoTaz, Space Buds, Clays, and his top 2 were obviously apes and Clays. And I really like that because I've been getting a little nervous with Clays. But it was cool. You saw that Clays partnered with Ledger.
Yeah.
So
that
I
was
thought
a
that
little
was
while
cool.
ago.
Yeah, it was a few days, I thought, no? Let me see. Wanted to share a brief update on our plans with Ledger.
That was May 17th. Yeah, last month.
I thought maybe they finalized it recently. Maybe that was why. Yeah, June 13th is officially supported.
Right. And so they announced their partnership, and Ledger immediately was like, they shit the bed on the one thing where it was like, oh, we might do some, what was it? The big controversy where it was like, they'll do third-party access to certain parts of your seed phrases or whatever, but no one will have your entire seed phrase as far as like the backup system or whatever.
You're talking about to upload your seed phrase to the cloud, right?
Right. And so then after that, it was like, well, if the government had a subpoena, would you give up that information? They were like, well, we technically wouldn't, but I can't speak for the third party people. They might. And so that didn't sit right with people, and they were just like freaking out about it. And they were like, way to go, Ledger. And this happened after Clays announced their partnership.
Of course, right?
And I'm just like, gosh dang, dude.
You can't just let us have something nice.
It's like Snoop getting a murder charge, dude. It's
oh, I don't know if it's that bad, but
it's like, come on, man. You can't like, can we just have something nice happen for us? I mean, Snick was great. That whole meme coin sort of situation was great. But dude, they just,
this is what he's saying about Snick though. Hugs, this is a good point. I was kind of thinking that in the back of my head when I read that. When Levy launches, Snick is going to moon, then dump hard when everyone pays off their loans. Maybe. Could happen.
You see that in NFTs. Like that's what happened with Bored Apes and Mutant Apes, right?
I think that's what happened with Cardano Crocs too.
Everybody was paying off their loans, or like, and so the floor like dumped a little bit from like 90 ETH to 45 or something like that. And so, yeah, I mean, lending to me is always a sucker's bet, right? It's always a sucker's bet for me anyway.
Yeah. I haven't looked at Open CNFT in a while. I kind of want to see, like, where is our volume? Are we coming back at all? Like, where are we? This was a pretty decent day. What, May 31st? What happened? Yeah. What happened that day?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Something happened?
We're kind of holding up. That's not too bad. Like, we're not great, but this volume's okay.
We're holding up.
Yeah. We're actually holding up better than I thought we were. Because I haven't checked this in weeks. Like I said, like when I hear the word NFT, I'm just like, no, I'm not minting. I'm not buying anything. Right now.
Mulga. I'm thinking Mulga though.
Yeah, I know that a few people have been saying that, and you know, it's forcing me to look into them a little bit. They do have really cool art. Dude, I go back and I look at like all the investments, all the NFTs that I've lost in, and I'm like, they all had something that I could justify buying for. And I'm like, but the only real ones that made money after all this time were like, you know, Bank, SNEC, Kotaz.
Are you buying Are you buying the ape?
What, a Kong or
no, an ape?
I don't think so.
You're not going to buy an ape.
I'm not buying an ape.
Why would you not buy an ape? I don't get it.
It's just, dude, I am a cheap son of a bitch, bro. If
I get it, but
I can't spend that. I can buy Kotaz. Look,
this team is obviously going to do something.
I agree, which is why I'm buying Kotaz. I wouldn't be buying apes, but look, if I had 5K and I want to buy an ape, I would just buy like what, 50 Kotaz?
And do what?
Hold them.
Well, yeah, but it's harder to offload.
I don't know.
You buy 50 of something, it's harder to offload because then it's like,
but they're also
what are you
going to do? You're going to floor at some point. Not necessarily spend that cheddar.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you know that this team's going to be doing something, right?
I do have faith in them. I agree.
I think honestly, I think a bullish floor on these is at least 10K. At least.
Yeah. I think that, what were the Kotaz mints though? They were like 300 or 280 or something to mint. I forget what it was.
I think it was 99 USD, which was like 280 or 320 or something like that.
Yeah. Right? So if they go back to just their mint price, it's a 3x. And I'm pretty sure you could easily sell 50 Kotaz for, I don't know, on the way up at like 200 to 300 each. Whenever their next bull run is.
What's their collection offers? Do they have collection offers?
On the Kotaz or on these?
On these.
5,100, so just like 700 to 600 cheaper. Let's see the cheapest. What have people been purchasing?
So 12K.
Somebody did buy one at 5,100. 52. It's just, I can't because
bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like,
I know why you're saying it, and I agree, right? I agree that it's a good decision. I agree that it's a good like thesis, but it took me so long. Like I'm thinking about it. It took me, if I had to put it this way, like a year and a half, almost 2 years to make as much as I did on Bank and DGAF and SNEC. And if I give back 5K, because I only made like 20, 25K. Right, which is good, but like that's all I made.
That's great.
So if I have to take 5 of that and immediately lose it, or immediately have it like go down in some way, I would just not be happy.
Oh, I get it. The problem is that you already have a cabin.
Right.
Correct.
I have a good cabin too.
You already have a cabin. You already have
2 Kotaz.
Right?
Yep.
So you know that society is probably going to be used in a lot of these things, right? I think that you buy an ape, You buy a frame, put it inside your cabin, stake for society, chill on it, because you're not going to sell it. Look at Dempster Edwards. He's looking like a fly motherfucker right there, bro. Like, look at him.
Let's see. Is he better than a floor? What's his name?
Dempster Edwards. So he's a craftsman. So there's all different sorts of shit you can do. Like you can like craft things, right? And then sell it on the market for society, other things like that. It's better than most things. Like look at an artist. What is the artist? You know?
Whoops.
Like the actual trait.
Yeah. Artist. 6,300?
Yeah.
That's not too bad. I don't know, man.
I wouldn't buy Pepin Hill. Fuck Pepin Hill. He does not look as fly.
It's so hard for me, dude. I just don't have an answer. I don't have the correct answer right now. My head is too conflicted to make the right decision, so I'm just not going to make a decision.
Dude, I'm going to... Bro, the worst thing that I ever did was give up on my Josephine Taylor. Holy crap. Dude, if you look at this thing, I'm wondering what this... Yeah, Explorer is getting extra utility. Yeah. Yeah, there's FOMO there. I'm telling you, like, if the thing that I didn't do was I did not take my cock profits and roll it into society like I said I would. I spent it on more meme coins.
Did society go up though?
What? Society? Society went up crazy, bro.
And oh man. When did this happen?
Right there. Look at that stair step right there.
I mean, went from 9.
But if you bought at the relative bottom, I mean.
Hold up. This is a 3 minute. Let's go back to 1 hour. Holy. Oh my.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you see how you see?
Excuse me.
Can we look at we look at Bank real quick?
Yeah, we can. I've actually been very pleasantly surprised by Bank. But I mean, look, this isn't too bad. This isn't the best spot to buy, clearly, but I mean, it's not this.
But
it's still not a bad time to buy. Let's see. What could you like theoretically have bought at? Like, what are you missing? If you bought right here, you're missing almost a double, right? Like you're missing like an 80% gain.
Which for a non-meme coin, right? A utility coin is not bad at all.
No, it's really, really good, actually.
And I'm wondering how Clay is doing. Because Clay went down terribly, right? And then we bought like a little bit.
Yeah, let me check out Sneck. We'll go check out all of them, but
bro, it looks like it's flatlining.
Bro, why?
What the heck is going on? Okay.
There we go. I just had it down too much.
Okay.
So it went from about 1 to 1.5. That's like a 50%, 40% gain in the last like just few hours, last day. If you go back, it broke through the bear trend. So there really could be that like wick up to around 2. That'd be another from here, roughly like 50% gain.
Yeah.
And if it really does go all the way back, I mean, it peaked at 5, I want to say. So I think it's way back here.
Dude, what a time to be alive during this whole thing. You know?
Yo, what up, Greed?
Greed Malcoin.
What up, homie? Greed's building something too as well. He's building, let me see if I could just pull up what he's building so I don't butcher it. But yeah, Greed, feel free to correct me on anything if I'm wrong too. But he's building his Hope coin. Let me open up this white paper.
Hope coin.
Hope coin. Create permanent stream revenue for all holders. The execution build an estate in an area that has high demand for rentals. Buy a cheap house in multiple acre zone. Gut and renovate the existing home and transform it into the Cardano house. That's one of the things he's trying to do, which would be pretty cool. It's kind of like a streamer's like paradise, but it's like a Cardano, you know?
Yeah.
So instead of like a bunch of, fuck boys running around recording each other, it'd be a bunch of Cardano people running around.
A bunch of little dorky kids.
Probably.
The blockchain is the future. Or whatever. I'm just giving you shit.
Yeah, I know. That's funny though. But yeah, no, that's just part of it too. He's gonna have videos that kind of like teach you how to create certain things, like create your own node, how to like, do all that stuff so that people don't just have all the power to nodes, like you don't have to necessarily pay Melon rather, or, Kotaz. You can create your own.
Gotcha.
Oh, so this is after Hopecoin is what he's saying. Okay.
Listen, Greed, with this Hopecoin, how are you going to make me millions?
Whitelist is learn to earn. So you'll watch his videos and you'll teach yourself. And I think you have to do a quiz at the end, right? To prove that you watched the video. Is that correct? And maybe if you already know how to do it, then you could just skip to the end. But, most people probably don't. So like, for example, I don't know how to create a node. And it's funny though, because I have this right here, Cardano node location, which you probably see on every single video. When I first got into Cardano, I learned how to create a node and I completely forgot.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I mean, you have Daedalus, so
that's why I created it, because Daedalus was slow as hell. And then I learned how to route Daedalus through Nami, and that was way better.
Yeah.
And then all of it became irrelevant.
This is cool. I mean, I think, it's an interesting concept for sure.
Yeah, maybe I can bring up the Hope stuff real quick.
I just can't believe you're not getting a society. Dude, you have a cabin already. Oh. You have a cabin already.
Bro, when all those NFTs started going down, I mean, every NFT was going down, bro. Like, I'm still over leveraged in NFTs. I have so many clays. I have a decent amount of ape society items other than an actual ape. I just don't want to be in that predicament again.
I don't think you are.
I don't want to watch my money go down again. Like we have some bullish news right now that maybe Gary Gensler will be kicked out and maybe Cardano won't be a security and maybe the bull market is starting right now, right? But all it takes is like one big dip or some bullish or bearish bullshit to happen again, and then we're just back down. There's another buying opportunity. And yeah, sure, the other case is no, all these things turn out to be true and we do start a bull market and everything goes up and I miss an opportunity to have generational wealth, right?
Yeah, sure.
That's the other hand, right? I get it.
But it could go to 10, right?
The thing is, right, I made so much money in Cardano. I made so much ADA, right? Not money in Cardano. I made so much ADA. That is how I'll put it, because it's not that much money. But if I hold that and it goes back to $3 at some point, $1 even, I can almost pay off my student loans. And that's been something that's been hovering over my head for years, like the last 8 years. It really bothers me. I hate my loans with a passion. The interest is like 5.5, even higher than that a little bit, I think. I just don't like it. I want it gone. And if I were to take that ADA and then see that it could have been worth, enough to pay off my loans, but instead I invested it into an NFT project that eventually left or rugged or just didn't do as good as we thought, something happened, it would just, I don't know, it would feel like I put in all this work for nothing.
Okay, so the way you have to look at it, and the way that I would look at it right now, is that yes, I'm spending 5,000 ADA right now, but I'm actually spending $1,700.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so, do I sell $1,700, right, for this one, which is not a floor one or whatever? So you're spending $1,700 right now. Now, if the floor price were to remain the same, I mean, the least that you're going to get is a 3 to 4x, right?
The least from Ape?
if it sells at the same price, right? Let's say during a bull market, when Cardano is like $1, $2, 1,700 is not Scottish King. I don't know where you're getting your hookers from. 1,700 is not a lot of hookers. Okay, that's like maybe 2.
Maybe some bad quality. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So go for in the world of hookers, go over quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? Spend the extra cheddar.
You only need one, right?
That's it. Unless you're absolutely a stallion, okay? Scottish hookers. Oh shit. Yeah. Then it's all about quantity at that point. But look at it. But look at it. It's like, okay, so you're spending $1,700 now, and like let's say you sell it for 10K. Well, 10K, I mean, when the bull market goes, right? Like, because if there were NFTs to go absolutely crazy, nuts, dummy, stupid, this would probably be one of the first ones to go, right?
It'd probably be like 20K floor if we have like a stupid bull run, right?
And if you're looking at that, that's like, so you're spending 1,500 or 1,700 when you sell it, it's going to sell for like 15K, let's say. You know what I'm saying?
Because these peaked at what, 12K? 13? No, 15K.
Yeah, they were 12 or 13, yeah.
Yeah, I think the floor at one point peaked at 15K. So if we go into a bull market for NFTs, that is, I think 20K is very reasonable if it goes beyond what it did before, right?
Right. Can you look up Joseph and Taylor?
Joseph and Taylor. Scottish says they ran up to 17. Maybe they did. Maybe for a very, very brief second.
Yeah, for like a minute. And then probably somebody. What's up, JD?
Hey, what's up, homie? It's been a while,
it's
finally catching a live. Let's go.
Yeah.
Who do you want me to look up? Joseph?
Josephin. Yeah, and then Taylor. That was my little guy that I had.
I mean, I understand why you're upset. I do, but I sold my 8 for 200 ADA. So.
Yeah, that's true. But I had that 8. That would get me at least 10K right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, during the peak, bro, what is that? 30K, probably 50K.
Yeah.
Taylor family, 3%. It is a craftsman, but he looks sick. He's the robot, knight armor, right?
Yeah.
What makes him more? Is it the Taylor family that makes him more, or is it the robot?
His trades, probably.
Let's see, robot. Okay, robot's definitely up there. 8K floor for robot. Can I just go back to Joseph Taylor? Hey.
And he's there's very few like him,
Hugh Taylor. Why are the Taylors so expensive? Except for this one. I guess there's only a few listed. It probably doesn't mean
That's
much.
A good buying point right there, Nick.
What, this Taylor?
Probably not. I would not buy that one. To me, it's not as aesthetic, Just look at the floor. Let's just take a gander.
And then when they partner with OTK, these pirate hats are gonna have a. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Yeah, that is true.
But no, they look pretty cool, man. I don't know if I'm gonna buy one of these.
Wait, is that a set of 4? Is that a bundle down there
for 63K?
That's so crazy that you can buy 4. That one's dope. I don't even care what you say. That one's pretty dope.
He's only got a cigar. Everything else is normal about him.
Yeah, but he looks cool as fuck.
That's cool. I mean, that's true. He has sunglasses, cardigan body.
Yeah, look at him.
He does. He does look pretty cool.
Next one. Let's see this shit. That one's fine.
It's okay.
That one's pretty cool. I like that.
And then your dude again. Oh wait, no. This is the same dude but different traits.
Holy shit, yeah. Look at that.
That's crazy.
Nephew. Uncle. Nephew. Uncle, nephew.
Some different last names, but yeah.
Yeah, family matters. Family matters, yeah.
I mean, family always matters, right? Bad joke. But yeah, he said, I know Taz hit 15K ADA floor price at least because I was thinking about buying at that price. glad I didn't. Yeah, for
I think
real.
everybody wanted to buy at that point. You know what I mean? Because you had
Everybody,
that FOMO. I have to get in, right? I'm missing out on this shit.
I think I was the only one who didn't, because every time it went up another 1,000 or 2,000 ADA, everybody was like, "What would you do?" And I was like, "Bro, don't ask me. I would have sold like 3,000 ADA ago. Like, bro, don't talk to me. I'm dumb as fuck
I
when
would
it
have
comes
just
to
been done.
like, yeah, I would have been out. Like that's what happened with what was it? DGAF went up 7x. I sold out at a 2x. Like, bro, don't talk to me, bro. Like, do your own trades. Don't follow me.
I mean,
But
I would tell you, right, what's the Monet family floor? Probably super fucking expensive. I'm gonna guess like at least 9K, maybe 8K on Monet. So my problem is, oh wow.
Oh, I need to get rid of
Oh
Taylor.
yeah, get rid of the Taylor.
Whew.
33 fucking K.
And
Okay.
it's blue.
Yeah.
Does that mean alien?
Is that a brozo
Oh,
in
it's
our
a
stream?
Cardano.
Stim, you got a
Yo,
brozo?
what up,
Let's
homie?
go, baby. Glad
I
I'm
was
not the
wondering
only
what you
one.
meant by Brozo. I completely forgot about Brozo.
Yeah, I
Dude,
have six. I have 6 of them.
how are Polygon NFTs doing?
They're doing okay. It's mainly Utes, man. Like, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Like, should I try to sell my Ute right now?
Bro,
Before
Alpha?
Yeah, Alpha went crazy.
Normies are doing well too.
Normies are doing well. Look at what's Utes at right now?
1.9 ETH.
Yeah, 1.9 ETH. I can sell mine for 3,400 right now. US dollars.
Yeah.
And then I could sell one of my Utes, right? And then I was thinking about buying more heavy metals from Yuga Labs because their floor price dropped dramatically.
Yeah, it really does feel like the smart money is just playing a game of musical chairs, right? Like invest in the NFTs that are good, that are down, sell out of the ones that are good and are up, and just kind of keep doing that.
Right. But Alpha, holy shit. Congrats to Block. If he had like what, 50 of those?
He bought a lot of them. I don't know how many exactly, but
he bought
yeah,
a shit ton of them.
Block makes some of the best decisions. I'm here for it, man. As a content creator, I don't watch other people's videos. I just don't. Not because I don't like you, but I do think that it's really good to have your own opinions and follow it. But Block,
Nick,
on point.
Nick,
what up?
Can you buy a Utes? You can buy a Utes right now.
You can buy a Utes right now.
Let's go, bro.
You can't even convince me to buy an ape. You're gonna convince me to buy a Ute for like triple the price?
Season 2 is coming up and they're doing some shit. Like, bro, plus it's the best fucking art, dude. Ape Society, people ain't buying that for the art. Look at Utes, bro. Look at Utes.
I've seen them. They're cool.
Let's just see. Yeah, where is your jelly cube? That should be an automatic pull at this point.
Ah, man. I couldn't do it, man.
Come on, Nick. God damn, dude.
Man, am I going to be pressured right now? Do I just, you know what, man?
How much are these jelly cube?
How much are these right now?
21.
Where's the offers? 1,900? What's somebody recently bought one for? 1,900? All right, fine. Somebody accept this right away, please.
1920. Right? Throw 1920 out there.
1930, because I'm respectful.
Oh, wow.
I know they're worth it. All right. Number of offers, 1. Somebody just give me a jelly cube, all right, homie? Just accept this.
Just send it.
Even if you don't need it, right? Let's say you probably got like 10 of them. Somebody out there, right?
This is so good.
There we
Can
go.
We look at Utes again? Let's look at Utes.
Yes. We'll go back. I fucking wanted one anyways, and that's the price I did.
It only made sense, like, to be honest with you. It only made sense.
Hold on. We're getting off track. We want to check out Bank too.
Yeah, let's check out Bank.
We'll go to Utes, but let me just see how my okay, that's not too bad because I know what it was a few days ago. Yeah, so it bounced up, kind of chilling here. We really need to get like above this, and that would start looking good.
Yeah.
But yeah, my 450, I think I put in 700, maybe 750 ADA, so I'm down a little bit. and I still have the OG allocation on another wallet, so I'm still up.
Yeah.
I'm selling Mythical Dome for 12K. Nick, buy it, you
Jesus,
rich
dude.
man, bro. Get out of here.
That's too much, man.
Get out of
Foddy,
here.
that's too much, man. Jesus.
I did
wouldn't even do that.
see. I did see though that Cornucopias assets are going up. Not necessarily all of them, but the javelins are back to 165. I think that's pretty good. They were 170, 175 when I checked last though. Gonna buy a Ute, hold my shoe.
Dude,
Is that
I'm
like
telling you.
is that an inside joke? Hold
Well,
my
so
shoe.
it's a shoey. It's a shoey.
That's what
So
Utes are?
gods, Utes, and stuff like that. Well, what we do is you want to do like degen shit. You pour your beer or whatever inside the shoe that you're wearing and you drink from it, right?
Okay.
It was really popularized at bowling alleys where people would rent shoes and they would do a fucking shoey. So gross.
That's disgusting.
Just
Oh,
drink from it. So gross. It's a rented shoe, bro. Like, what are you doing? Absolutely awful.
yeah, we can go back. We can look at Utes. That is disgusting. Never pour beer.
Yeah. So the art's getting reworked, and they said it's very much gonna go from like the dead gods. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's gonna be an art upgrade. So we'll see. I have supreme confidence in whatever is going on over here. I don't know.
How much is 1.9 ETH?
That's like $3,400. It's a lot.
That's half of everything I just made.
That's like
basically.
10,000. Yeah. You wouldn't be able to do it.
That's a lot.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Do you think it's going to double? I mean, I can't do this, but like, do you think it's going to double? Like,
if it were me, hey,
yeah, but you.
I'm just saying, if this were me,
yeah,
if it were me, this is just me. As much as I love Utes, and I feel like they're one of the best PFPs in blockchain, period, end of story. I would throw all my money into a D God right now.
Okay.
If I could. I mean, it's almost to where.
Whoops.
What?
I don't know what that was. I probably need to be on OpenSea, don't I?
I get 2 Taz over 1 Ute. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Do I need to be on OpenSea for Utes or for D gods?
You might have to be.
Okay.
But this is like a 90th floor.
Yeah, no, I know this is way out of my price range.
So now you're getting like big boy status. But I think this one, these are going to absolutely set everything on fire.
Yeah, he does say to keep gas in mind. I think you're right, but even when gas is like $50 to $100, when you're spending thousands, it's probably not too big of a deal.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. Plus, gas might be low right now.
Hug saying he'd get 2 Taz over 1 Ute. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Taz are super easy, I think, long term. Definitely going to go at least back to mint price. I think it's an easy 2x, but that's just me. That's why I'm playing Kotaz. I'll probably buy some more. Why New Mutants is in low price as much as Toads or Crocs? I
haven't checked out the Mutants. I did like them.
I looked last night. They were not that low. 570. And what are the other ones?
I mean, they've held pretty strong, I think.
The other ones are 370. I get what you're saying though. They're low. They are. And Mutants before the burn were much higher, or a little bit higher. I think they were in the 500 range. So I don't know, man.
So you have to think like what you burnt to get those, right?
Yeah.
So you had to burn 2 of these Crocs.
Or Toads or Mice, but they're all the same price.
Like 740 right off the bat, at least.
Mm-hmm. But the other thing is, are people really buying for this price right here? I guess one a day. One a day. Accepted a collection offer. So then you can go over to Mutants and see if people are buying those. Because if
Foddy said he burned 6.
Lost an ADA. I mean, yeah, you lost an ADA price, but you did. You know what I mean? Like you did, but would you have been able to sell the others for higher? You know what I'm saying? When there's one sold a day, who knows? Yours specifically, and if you had a rare, are you getting the price that you deserve? Probably not. Not if you want to sell it today or tomorrow, you know. But let me go back, look at activity. These should be purchased more, and it looks like it's about triple the volume, which is only 3 buys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But this is what I would be doing. I would either be buying these or I would be selling the other ones and then buying these rather than burning if you can sell. But these look cool. This one's a good one. Looks like a good one. Camo
yeah,
bead.
you should just get a Ape Society. And hopefully, well, wait.
Scott was just talking about Worlds Within.
5 Worlds Within, yeah.
Then got some serum, but then they brought out some shooter game last time. Yeah, they did. I was gonna play it. That was when they came on the stream today. I wanted to ask them if we wanted to play it. I was either gonna play clean or like all of us. Yeah, next week we'll probably do it.
Yeah.
Ordinal. I haven't gotten into ordinals. I don't know. I know that a lot of people like it. I don't like to immediately jump onto new things. I like to kind of watch and wait, which is why I miss a lot of the parabolic gains, but it's also why I don't lose so much. So is what it is.
I'm not in ordinals either, man.
Like, yeah. I'm just saying
that shit is scary.
It's expensive to do the minting over there, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
The inscribing. It's expensive now.
Yeah.
You guys see the rum staking breakdown. Jar of dirt needed to stake. Floor price jumped. So you're talking about jar of dirt or rum?
Jar of dirt, probably.
Yeah, rum's up-ish. Let me see jar of dirts. Okay.
85.
Yeah, these things were like 50 or 40, I want to say.
Yeah.
A lot were bought in the last day or so. Yeah, it looked like that day, whenever they announced it, a lot got bought. 60. Yeah, jumped from 60 to like 85. Not bad.
Hot dang.
Too scared to spend my precious Bitcoin.
Yeah,
I blame you, man.
That. Yeah,
I do not blame you.
Shit. Yeah. Plus, I haven't really looked at ordinals a whole lot. I mean,
because there's nothing you can do with them yet, right? It's just art, which is fine because we know something probably will come. But do you really want to wait that out?
Well, right now it's basic. It's just like trying to get rare Satoshis, right?
Right.
And so it's searching for the rare Satoshi, whatever block you're going to get inscribed in, you know?
Yeah. What was the other thing? I feel like, let me look at my notes. I feel like there was another NFT project, but I could be wrong.
Mulga is the one that I'm looking at. You
Cat
brought
Tools
up
is so expensive though. $420? Like I do understand though that it's a lifetime subscription to their Pro Tools, which for $100 is actually really freaking fair.
Yeah.
I don't think that's bad. It's just hard for me to spend data like that because in my mind, I didn't make 5K or whatever trading bank, right? I made whatever Cardano is going to be worth when it's at like $3 or $5 because I'm just not selling until then. So
yeah.
And I know you can't always view it like that, but that's just how I view it. 420 ADA is a lot. And I could go take like USD and do it that way, but I don't want to. I want to treat my Cardano like my Cardano, my USD. I'm trying to just put that into stocks and paying bills and just kind of keep my Cardano and just like build Cardano with Cardano. So that's just kind of how I'm viewing that. Is it lifetime? Did they announce? I thought it was lifetime.
Yeah, it is. It's a lifetime.
I know, Greed, you went stupid with these, bro. I saw your tweet, bro. That is impressive. You can't hate the player. You got to hate the game, you know?
What is it?
Well, Greed over there, he got 30 whitelist spots because he has multiple different Discord accounts in there, all with whitelist.
Jesus. Let him get that money, brother.
And he wrote there too. He was like, I know that I said I was gonna get 100 or whatever, but that was my fault. I thought I had more time to get another 85 Discord accounts. I was like, Jesus.
That's so crazy, dude. I love that.
So Greed, what do you think, man? Like, why are you going so hard on these? Like, what is your prediction on this? 420 is a lot of ADA. Disco, Yappy, I think he means Tappy, and yeah, Y is next to the T, and
Yeah,
Molga.
Jesus.
What is Disco? What is Disco doing?
Disco Solaris?
Yeah, what are they doing?
Like a V2 or something.
It's about time. I mean, I'm glad that they didn't rush it. I'm just saying I haven't heard anything from them in a long time. Customizable NFTs coming tomorrow. Wow.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Mobius Pioneers are coming. Customizable NFTs, 900 traits, rarity, inspired by MMO loot systems. That's pretty cool. Mint Naked's trait. Oh, okay, so stuff that probably dress and undress your disco. Oh, so maybe Nakeds can be dressed and undressed?
Mint Nakeds. Oh. Is that
I know what they...
Is that a titty?
Was there? Did I accidentally show some nudity?
Hold on. Let's see. I mean, those look cool. They upgraded the art.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Just the Silk Toad.
Flipped all my disco.
Yeah, I flipped all my discos too. So don't feel bad.
I still have one because he's sick.
One?
I have one. Is he in this wallet? For sale. Because he has the pocket, right? The others that I was thinking about buying some more Goombles.
Pissed me off.
I know. Like, I only have these Goombles listed because I have them listed at a high price, but I'm pretty happy with Goombles and Nash. Yeah. But yeah, this guy right here, because he has this card in here, which makes him pretty rare. So like, if we go look at the card, this one, these were much higher like a year ago when I was trying to sell it. Yeah. But yeah, I think it'll be one of the first ones to sell.
Selling 10.
Oh, wait, yeah.
They don't all have the card in there. Okay. Yeah, no, I got it. You mint a naked, you buy the trades.
Wait, hold up. There are more DeFi heads than NFT collectors. I need a tappy. I think most traders will want one. I don't think 5,555 is that many. I don't think CNFT norms apply to this DeFi NFT. That's a good thesis.
Dude, I have to piss.
I can see that.
Quick. I'll be right back.
I actually do too. I've been trying to hold it so long.
God damn it. Should we take a piss break? 1 minute piss break?
Yeah, 1 minute. We'll be right back.
All right, guys. Why he's not here, bro? Why he's not here? We got to get him to buy a Taz, bro. Got to get him to buy this Ape Society, bro. No, I'm just kidding. Kind of. Not really. I think it'd just be fun. He'd be swagging out with the Ape Society.
Oh, I knew you'd beat me back.
Had to.
Bro, I did legs today, and I was trying to run up the stairs, and I forgot I did legs today, and I was like,
That
oh,
happened.
I almost fell up the stairs.
Dude, the best is when you do that and then your legs like completely just jello out.
It almost happened.
So bad. But yeah, Disco Solaris. So that's cool. So you get a naked one and you're responsible for dressing it up.
Do you get one for holding a regular disco?
I don't know.
Oh, it says you mint a naked. Buy traits. Love disco,
Yes.
but sitting this one out. Cats, how are they doing? You're talking about which cats? Boss cats or the other cats? I know that Block is Hot listed boss cats in one of the things that he would buy in his 100K portfolio.
Well, it's 500. I mean, the floor is 500.
Yep. I
You
remember
think
when they minted for 20.
I know, but the
Oh,
I don't
and I
think
could
there's
have
too
gotten
many,
10 of these. Brutal.
I don't think there's too many people that minted that are still at that price. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely only maybe a handful of people.
Right. So I don't know. But I think 500 is like a good price for it, for sure.
Yeah. What are the offers? 490? 460?
461. What's the sales look like? Activity. Because that's a project we haven't really.
It makes sense, you know, after
4
Block
hours
makes his
ago,
video.
they're
If you got
selling
bought.
pretty decent.
Yeah. I feel like too, it is funny to watch some people. I feel like my content doesn't have that same effect that Blocks does yet, and maybe it won't ever. I don't really care. But like when
Yeah.
he makes a video, they go up. You know what I mean? Not necessarily always drastically, but they get bought. You know what I'm saying? So he could be a guy that you want to maybe wallet watch or even just have his videos, you know, notifications on, that sort of thing.
See what he's doing. See what
Hopefully I can get this this jelly cube. Come on, man. Somebody where is it? Somebody accept.
Come on.
Who will be the champ? What are you talking about, Scottish? Are you talking about the two cats
That's
or
pissing.
the P race?
Who's pissing?
He's behind a little bit, I guess.
Yeah. But
Lay
I don't know.
bets now.
It's hard, like, to position yourself for the next bowl. I think it's difficult. I mean, I don't know what Boss Cats is going to do besides their metaverse, right? Much like other people. But if you look at it, Clay's in the same boat.
I actually wanted to look at Clay's because Clay's were the top two that he announced today in his video. And let's see. A little buying volume today. 10 hours ago. It's not bad. So it looks like one guy bought 4. I know that there's Chef Reckless DJ in the Discord. Shout out to you, homie. He's trying to buy 10 Clay Nations with his profits from all the meme coin stuff.
The meme coins.
Yep. So I think he's got 4 now or 6 now, something like that. Oh, it's Clean the champ.
Yeah. The piss champ, bro.
He bet on me, homie. If you knew the layout of my house, there's not a bathroom downstairs. So I was forced to sprint upstairs with jello legs. So there was just no way I was winning.
Hold on. Oh. Move back.
But yeah,
I had to plug my
I feel like Kotaz is just such an easy buy. Like mentally, this is easy. This is such a low level. They minted for higher, so they're below mint, which is another great reason to buy. And if you believe in Ape Society, then you believe in Kotaz.
Yeah, but you already have Kotaz, okay?
I have 2. But like, let's say I want to throw in 500 ADA. Well, I can't buy a fraction of an ape. I could buy some citizens, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And if, like, think about this, right? You put in 2,500 into citizens right here, and they go back to 300. We'll say roughly 2x'd, okay? You could put that into, let's say 5,000 into an ape, and they have to go to 10K in order for you to double. As They do kind of jump pretty quick, though, I will say, because there's not that many listed. Let's go check out how many are listed. Because once they start selling like hotcakes, that price goes crazy.
Yeah, 2.66. Yeah.
So let's see, 5, 10, 10 buys goes to a 6,300. 15 buys goes to 7,000. How many until a double? We're at 20,
Dude, oh man.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 50 of these need to sell before it doubles. That's not too bad, but that is still a lot.
If there's something that's gonna sell, it's probably gonna be this, though. You know?
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Wait, okay, so what sort of ape would you be if you had to get one?
Man, I'm a bottom feeder, bro. I'd probably buy a floor. Because you know how hard it is to try to sell a medium one? Unless you're doing best of the best, you got to go floor, in my opinion.
So go up. Who do you think you would
like
you would just buy straight floor?
Yeah, I don't care about aesthetics. If the NFT product is offering something good, it'll be there. It'll be worth it. I don't really care how it looks. Now, if I could get a cooler one for like a relatively similar price, I would. But if I can't, then I don't care. It's not going to keep me up at night at all.
Like the one that I would look at, go down. Keep going. Keep going. See Clifford Garcia?
Yeah.
That dude might do it for me.
Let's see. Gold helmet is pretty nice.
He's an explorer too.
Wraparound glasses, they look pretty cool. Garcia family is a little bit more rare than most. Explorers, and there might be explorer things coming up.
Right.
Yeah, this one probably wouldn't be too bad. You know, I could see this one going from about 8,000. Hold up. What are the explorers worth? So he's the second cheapest explorer, and then after 3, you're already up 1,000. After 10, 15, after about, we'll say 15, you're at a really good price. You've almost doubled in this range. Only about 15 sales. But that's taking into consideration that people are going to buy these over floors or craftsmen.
Right. I don't know. Codas may be it. Codas may be it.
Get a Taz? Yeah. I don't know, man. Codas is a good play. I remember buying up cabins at 150 all day. It worked out well once staking was implemented. Same will happen with Kotaz, in my opinion. I agree. I think you're right. You have to own a Taz. I do think...
Just for me, it doesn't make any sense that you have a cabin, a Codas, and you don't have an ape that you're staking.
Yeah, but it was because I minted the cabin and I got a really good one, and so I held it. Yeah. I was gonna flip it, but I got a good one and it wasn't worth what I wanted it to be, so I held it. And it went up to like 7K at one point, and I tried to sell it, but I listed it too late, and then it dropped down to like 2K. Now, actually, let me go check my cabin. I have a cabin in District 31. So filters, District, Shahib. So yeah, they're back up to about 28. Mine is right here. I'm listing mine for 5K. If anybody wants to buy that, just that's where it is, It's got some historical value, Atlanick Ocean founder owned this at one point, That's pretty crazy. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I like having the cabin. If it sells, I wouldn't be bummed. If they go parabolic, obviously I'd be smacking myself again, but you can't ever complain about a 108 a mint, 208 a mint, and then turn it into 5K.
Right.
You can't complain about that.
No.
And we all believe in Cardano. We're all here to make more Cardano. So however you want to do that, whatever your belief is, that's how you got to do it.
But you have like 15K to kind of hang out.
Yeah.
With, is that correct? Dude, just
roughly,
save that.
I'm not going to spend that though. Run. Yeah, like I have. Let me look at my wallets. I'm not even gonna do that. I have like 25K of ADA to use. but I'm probably realistically only allowing myself to use like between 2 to 5K.
I mean,
maybe people think that's dumb, but I don't care. Like,
no, I think you're smart. Like I said, after you got that, the first thing that I said was, don't do shit with it. Just hold it and wait until the bull run and then pay off your student loans, dude. Do the safe shit. You know what I mean? Like
5K gopher floor. I mean, if I spend my 5K budget, then I'm not minting anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Are there rarities with Tappy? Are there going to be like better pro tools that you get for like a rarer NFT? Because I do agree with Greed. And Greed, your calls, they're like 80% right. I will say, just my opinion. The ones that I've looked at, maybe I haven't seen all the ones you got wrong. So
no one ever sees the mistakes.
Right?
Yeah. He said no.
What do you say no to?
What did you say no to? Greed?
Oh, he said ADA will drop. He said no, but I don't know if that's what he's talking about.
ADA won't drop. I don't think ADA is going to drop much more than where it is.
I mean, this is my thesis on ADA, right?
It got shit on. It just got everything got shit on.
When it had that market cap.
Traits there, yeah. There's no difference in traits. There's no rare traits.
Oh, no traits. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like that then. But I mean, at least the floor in that like situation should be higher. Oh, that's volume. I'm being dumb. Okay. So it fell down to 22. I wish I had a buy
for
order.
a brief second. It fell for 22.
Right. And this was the bottom though, 24. Like it clean killed that for a second. And then it bounced up and now we're coming back down. My thesis is, why would somebody sell right here? Obviously, this is institutional selling, right? I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but that's what it looks like, right? They know. Usually they're ahead of the game. They know what's to come. So if they're willing to dump all of that and lose that amount, then I think they're predicting like an 18 to 15 cent Cardano. But I could be wrong.
That would be
eventually.
Nuts,
eventually, there's got to be a bottom, right? Eventually, somebody has to be the last institution to sell and get wrecked. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think, I don't know.
But now I went on Binance. I can't buy ADA right now.
Yeah.
I can't buy. Even if I wanted to, I could not buy ADA right now. So I mean, all these coins are sitting there selling, right? And I can't buy it. I can't buy any of these.
It's Robinhood all over again. And Robinhood delisted Coinbase too, or Cardano too.
Right.
Yep. And I do like that Coinbase was like, no, we're not going to delist. We're going to keep the fight going. However,
right.
There's a lot of people saying like Coinbase, has a lot to stand on and they're not going to be able to sue them or whatever. But I don't know. I have a feeling Coinbase probably did do some shady things, or at least they'll get called out on some things that they did that maybe could have looked shady. I don't think necessarily selling Cardano is one of them, but maybe some malpractice on the back end has been happening. It seems to have happened in most of these new crypto exchanges. So that's why I think they're probably going to lose to some degree, but they might win the whole like security battle. I don't know. We'll have to see how all that plays out.
Dude, I don't want to sell my bank, but I'm sitting here with like, I put like 5K into bank, let's say, or like whatever, right?
When?
A while ago.
What are you down to?
And so right now I'm down to, I have 715 million where I'm at right now. So I can get like almost 3,000 ADA for it.
Okay.
And I don't know if meme season's over. I don't know what. I know as soon as I were to sell it, it's going to skyrocket,
Yeah.
But if I don't sell it, it's going to go down, right?
Yeah. That's a tough call. That's why I left the OG in. The OG at its peak was like 1,600, maybe 1,700. which is really cool for doing nothing essentially. And now it's worth like 400, 500. So, or probably 700, 800, whatever. But yeah, they have deflationary measures now. Like they're doing raffles on with mutants, and they're raffling off ADA for it, or they're raffling off like handmade what are they, like fan art. They have some like really cool things like one of ones, and then they're using that money to burn the supply. So I do like what they're doing. I think they have some really cool implementations.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't surprise me if they kind of followed in SNEC's shoes and are like, hey, we finally got listed on our first SEX or CEX one of these days.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be holding all my bank. Total, I have about 1,000 ADA in it. So I don't know. I'm just willing to let it ride. I have less than you, but I think relative, your percentage of total ADA is less than mine in bank. So I would just leave it if I were you. But that's just me.
Yeah.
I would be, if I was you though, I may look to sell out some when it goes back up to maybe 4K or 5K, and maybe just keep in a little bit less, because I know that your mental is already not trusting it. So just trust your mental and get out after another pump.
Yeah.
Like at least some.
It's pumping a little bit right now.
Because the worst thing in my opinion is if you think it's time to sell and you sell and then it goes up, you can like smack yourself all you want. But if you think it's time to sell and you don't, those smacks are going to hurt a lot more.
Yeah, but I want to make $1 million. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. I do feel you.
It's like, man, I
agree.
That will change the game. SNEC, yeah. So SNEC, I should have, like, if we're being honest, right, with SNEC, I didn't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? Because if I would have held my original like 6 million SNEC, right, I'm wondering how much that would be worth today.
I do like SNEC. And I've been wanting to get into SNEC, and my brother's been forcing me, like, every time we look at SNEC, it's at a new time high. Like, how come you never buy SNEC? How come we keep looking at bank? And I'm just like,
can you show me sales real quick of SNEC? How much would like 6 million sell for right now?
Roughly 9K.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
A little bit less.
Yeah.
Probably like 8.5.
Probably 8.5. Should have held. I mean, I'm hoping bank can do something similar, right?
I mean, if you look at SNEC though, if it goes back to its all-time high, that's almost a 4x from here. It's about a 3.5x. And then if it does really break out, I mean, sky's the limits. But is meme coin season over?
That's what I'm wondering.
Oh, also, definitely not financial advice, but there are some sexy old money bills for sale. Middle fingers, plaques, sharks, all under 1K. But definitely get a Taz first. Who knows what's up with old money?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like old money, and they've been around and supported me when I was early on, so I do feel bad that I don't own one. But I don't know, I'm just super skeptical right now of everything. I just can't convince myself to do it. I could convince myself, and this is why I like DeFi too. Like, I'm not looking at an NFT that's at a set price. Like, I'm looking at coins, and I can put in as much as I want, and I can sell whenever I want.
The nicest thing about memes is you can exit whenever you want, really.
I agree. SNEC is a movement. SNEC overshadowing others. Wait, bought a weed farm, free OZ of Goofy Kush every month for every 1 mil you hold. Who knows?
Yeah, that'd be a hell of a return on investment there.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Every month, huh? Free ounce. I'd never have to buy again.
Yeah,
I don't know. I may buy some SNEC here. I'll buy at least a little bit. I like SNEC. Let's open up the min swap. I haven't done this in like a week.
Feels like forever.
I know. Trade Ada Snack. Whoops. Snack. Ada.
See, and here's
I'll do 150.
here's a problem that I have, right? So right now, here's the mistake that I made, right? Heavy metal was pumping, right? The Yuga asset that I have. And so I bought in at the absolute peak at 2 ETH. What an idiot, right? So the floor price, like a week ago, after they made like the little trailer or whatever for the game, or whatever is coming next, it went to like 1.3, right, ETH. At that point, I should have sold
What are we referring to now?
the heavy metal,
Okay.
the game from it's just HV, and then yeah,
That's right.
there it is. And right now the floor price 0.8. So I could have sold at 1.3 at a floor, right? Really easy. And
These
bought back in.
evolve, right?
What?
These evolve, right?
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't sell your HVMT from last announcement? That's what Alvin's asking.
I did not sell it through the trailer. I should have sold it and then bought at 0.8. I would have gained half an ETH right there.
I feel like we need to start listening to our advice that we already know is true, right? Like buy the rumor, sell the news works every single time, like 90% of the time.
Like, so that's why I'm saying, should I sell out of
bank?
Should I sell out of Utes?
When's their next announcement?
I mean, Q2 is when season 2 is supposed to happen. There's only like 15 days left of Q2. So here within the next 2 weeks, right? But if you look at it, the floor price is like 1.9. So it's like 3,400. It's like 2 zeros. It's 2 zeros instead of O's.
Right. I do that every time.
So the question is do I sell, at like 2 ETH?
Is yours a floor?
No, I don't think so.
I would list yours for the price that you think is fair.
Damn,
and
that
if
one
it
with
sells,
the robe
it sells.
is looking sexy though. Look, the one that I'd be looking to sell is probably my PFP. So 6,999.
Will this work? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this one. I identify you with this. Like when I see this, I'm like, oh, that's clean.
But I'd have to open my wallet to get my other ones. But this is the one that I like, probably like the second most. You know what I mean? But if I were to liquidate, I would liquidate the entire thing. Is this a smart play, right? Because then you're talking about, okay, so I would have 10 ETH and some change. You know what I mean? Well, then I could buy a mutant if I really wanted to. Like a mutant ape, and get into real like Bored Ape shit.
Now with NFTs, do you think mutant apes stay at the top?
Oh, they're not like at the top, but I mean their floor price I think is like 9.65, right?
But
or something
Bored
like
apes
that.
are on the top, right?
But Bored Apes are for sure at the top.
Right. So a mutant ape is like just underneath it. Not necessarily price, but you know what I'm saying.
Right. And then there's like other things that come along with it. Like if you have an ape as like a PFP on Twitter and you're a verified user or whatever, people contact you for like shilling and other shit like that. You get whitelists for other things. You know what I mean? But he's got the Banksy glasses, But I don't want to miss season 2.
Fatty's just saying go for it. He wanted me to get a Taz. He's telling me to go for the U. Fatty's just down for it, man.
Fatty's like sell everything. Make money, bro. But it's like, plus I like this number probably the most.
Yeah, for real. That is a good number.
So But yeah, I just, I'm struggling on what to do. Should I sell and buy heavy metals for a pump and then get more if heavy metals pump? You know,
I
I
feel like
don't
if
know.
we were playing it like a video game and you like just didn't care and you were just trying to go with what you actually thought was going to happen, and if you're wrong, you're wrong, what would you do?
I would sell all my Utes. I like it too. But I think, okay, so that's like a little bit of a reach. I don't think Ape Society is going to take over Board Ape Yacht Club. I feel like the only contender really that has a chance is probably, and I may be partial here, but D Gods. Like, really, to be quite honest with you.
You think D Gods could take over?
I mean, depending on what their marketing does, yeah, I mean, it's possible.
So the Ute probably this weekend, last 7 days, people probably undercut. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking too. Like if you wait too long, people are going to be thinking the same thing. Like you're slightly ahead, but only a little bit if you're right, or you're behind if you're wrong, right? Like you
But,
shouldn't be selling.
but then there's a part of me that's like, well, then I'm going to miss out on season 2.
So reach.
And the problem is like, well, what if what if I miss season 2 and that's the pump? Like that is the pump.
I think the worst thing to do is like FOMO yourself into like what if scenarios, right? Like go
Yeah.
with the smart thing. If you're wrong, you happen to be wrong, but you know that that's the formula for making money. You know that that's what people do. It's the musical game of like, get in, get out, get in, get out, sit down, stand up.
Yeah.
If you miss a few, you miss a few. You get back in, you make some more money. Like, fuck it. Quit trying to make everything like such a life or death situation. It's not.
Yeah. Because I mean, the worst comes to worst. I mean, I'll have enough ETH to like buy another Ute,
Yeah. And
and
I'm just telling you like things that I think myself too, because I'm thinking everything you're thinking out loud with me right now. And the back and forth conversation I always have is like, so what if I miss, right? Like, so what if it goes up more? And obviously then I'm like, well, I could have made 7,000 ADA on DGAF if I just held it. You can have all these conversations, but
right.
you also could have done nothing. Like, just be happy. You made the right play.
Yeah.
It's tough. Fatty, I don't know, man. You may be having too many beers. I agree that we go into $8 at some point. I don't know how quick, but yeah, I don't know. Let's start with $1 first and then go from there.
There will always be another Utes.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. I just really like the PFP aspect of it. To be honest with you, like for me, it's the best PFP in the space, I think. That's just me.
Taz has DeFi protocols though. What the hell did DGods and Bored Ape Yacht Club do?
Well, okay. So before we go crazy, Board Ape Yacht Club has made so much money for their holders, right? If you had a Board Ape, like let's say you minted for like 200, right? You minted for 200. You have gotten everything for free. If I were to create another, like let's say NFT or whatever, or if I wanted to make upgrades to the NFT in which I created, right? Like with lizards or whatever. The first thing that I would do is I would make it to where the original investors would make money right at the start by getting a free airdrop, and then they could put it on the market, right? If they wanted to.
But weren't you the one who also said that airdrops are worth shit?
Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. It just depends on how you market it, right? The biggest thing is like I can't be a marketer, right? Like that's not my job. Like that's not something that I can do or don't have enough sort of history in that realm of like how to market certain things, right? So the biggest thing that these guys had going for them was that they were doing really well. They were fashionable. Like people like tweeted about them a lot. Had PFPs. They were one of the first projects on NFT inspect and stuff like that. And so if you were to like let's say hold, right? You got 2 free mutants, okay, that you could have either sold the shit on the open market or you could have kept it. You got a dog. You got access to Dookie Dash, heavy metals, everything that they have going for them, other side, other things like that. Like, they have done nothing but for their holders create money for them. Like, that's the biggest thing. When you're talking, money talks, bullshit walks, right? Is the phrase. And so all they've done is make money for their holders, except for me, who bought at 2 ETH and now is at 0.8. but had I been holding from the beginning, right, I would have been out of my mind crazy in profits. You know,
But what
if
Hugs, not Rugs, is saying, I'll let you read it and answer it. I think that's like the point maybe you're getting to. Maybe not. I don't
right,
know.
how much do you have left to buy? Well, if you were to go to, it's a gift and a curse, right? So the true membership comes from mutants, right? In Bored Apes, right? So we all know that they're going to have something coming down the pipeline. You know, they're not going to stop. They're $1 billion valuation company. Like, they're going to produce things and keep producing things. And as long as you have access to their membership, right? Who knows what you can do? Like, there are alpha groups, and these are people that like have hundreds of thousands of dollars access to that shit. They have don't give a fuck money, right? And so now you're in the same membership group as these people, and you have access to talk to them and get different calls and other things like that. I mean, that aspect I think you could make a fight for. But yeah, as far as like resale on like OpenSea, if I held a mutant, I wouldn't sell it, because I would want to make plays somewhere else. Like, that would be okay. I'm holding this for alpha. I'm holding this for um, the potential that they're going to airdrop another thing, in which I could dump that on the open market, but I never sell my membership, right?
Now,
So,
does the mutant also give you the same as the OG?
yeah,
Okay.
it's all membership. So now, essentially, the way they did it was very genius. Like, they started off with 10K, and then they said, okay, well, we have to scale, but we want to scale appropriately. Like, it's obvious there's a huge market for these 10,000 Bored Apes or whatever, but we want to grow. Like, 10,000 is not enough to build a game or do whatever we want to do. And we're making crazy royalties right now, and that's great, but how do we broaden our base while at the same time, like, making our holders money? That's where they had their first airdrop, to where it's like, okay, well, we're going to give everybody two mutants essentially. And all you have to do is pay for gas. Gas was shit at the time. Like, people were paying thousands of dollars just to mint these things. Okay.
Yeah, dude, I'm not looking forward to when gas goes back to that.
So don't get me wrong. Gas was shit. But I mean, hindsight, I mean, you're selling it right now for 17K. And so they grew their audience. They grew their audience to 30,000, right? And all those people got the membership, while at the same time paying homage to the first 10,000 that bought, or the first 10,000 that held, or whoever it was, you know what I mean, that was holding their product.
Yeah. Now, I have a question too, though, because we brought up gas, but I remember Ethereum not too long ago had their like move to proof of stake rather than proof of work. So why are gas fees still really expensive?
Well, because somebody still has to validate it.
Right, but the miner should not be there anymore, correct?
No, I'm sure that they're still
mining.
They're still doing it. Yeah. I don't know exactly how they off ramp that whole thing. I'm not smart enough to do that. Maybe Vitalik
That is
can.
the goal, though, right? Like, eventually to not have any more miners, because then you can say Ethereum is like friendly or eco-friendly or whatever it is.
Eco-friendly, yeah. But I think it's like they're slowly.
ETH proof of stake. I don't know. Maybe I phrased it wrong, but everybody knows what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the migration. It wasn't long ago.
Right.
Maybe I'm phrasing it wrong. I don't know.
It was a merge, right? So I can't really explain like how it happened because again, I'm ignorant on that portion. But it was supposed to help with gas, and what we're finding out is okay, so it does in the slow times, right? Like right now, where it's slow as shit and there's not a whole lot of movement or whatever. But when it's busy, you're still paying out the ass in gas, dude.
Yeah.
You still have
I
to.
know. He said I phrased it right. He's just laughing at their piece of shit. Just laughable compared to Cardano. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. And I mean, how about this? With my Utes, they just came out with non-custodial staking, right? So they just now came out with that. Ada's had that for like ever. The biggest thing that Ada has to work on, and they seriously have to work on this, is transaction times, dude.
Oh, I know.
Holy
crap, bro.
Holy crap.
If we could have, like, dude, imagine meme coin season, but your orders actually go through within like 20 seconds.
We could have made 25K.
Yeah, we could have sold earlier. We could have bought quicker. At the same time, we do have to keep in mind, don't convince yourself you would have made 25K because somebody else would have also sold before you, right? Definitely. But
okay, 14K.
Yes, but at the very least, I could have been there and tried to sell when I saw the candle, right? It would have felt more fair. It would have felt legit rather than seeing I'm up 25K off of nothing. I go to sell and then 5 minutes later, my order still hasn't gone through and the price is now worth 15K. And it's like, I just lost 13K in 5 minutes and my order's still not even there.
Right.
It's frustrating as hell. It's definitely not the look that you want to onboard people. They're going to see that and they're going to be like, this is dumb. This is so stupid. I'm going back to ETH. I don't care if I'm paying 100 ADA or $100 gas because my order will go through at that price.
Right.
And that's why, Cardano's kind of getting shit on for transaction time. So you're absolutely right about that.
And so that is the one thing. And like, they're just saying, they're like, well, okay, where's Hydra? Has Hydra even came out? It hasn't.
There's one node. There's been one Hydra head that's been released. So they're releasing it slowly. But yeah, there's been one Hydra head successfully launched on Cardano. Just one. There needs to be a bunch. They all need to connect in some way. I don't know how it all works. But yeah, there is step like 0.1 has been achieved.
Yeah. One of 1,000,
Yeah.
And so I just, God, I just need the transactions to be faster. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, 100%.
The transactions just have to be faster. And I know you sacrifice like security or whatever it is. Like there's the golden triangle, right? You have security, speed, or what was the other one? What's the other one? It's the golden triangle.
Is it an S? Another S word? Security, speed, and something?
Security, transaction time,
quality?
No, but okay.
No.
Scalability, right? So being scalable,
okay.
Right? You have your transaction time, volume. I was going to say volume.
I was
right?
thinking
Which
of
is
that.
essentially it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you have to work on, you can have 2 of the 3, but nobody has 3 of the 3, right? And so with ETH, I mean, you're seeing like, okay, dang, I just got, okay, so I had, not to be like whatever, I had for Father's Day, I had pizzas shipped to my house overnight from Connecticut.
That was it already made?
Yeah, they're like half made, and then all I have to do is stick them in my oven.
That's cool.
From this place in Connecticut called Sally's. That is like, it's legit the best pizza I've ever had in my entire life.
Is it still good when it's shipped though?
I think, yeah, from the reviews that I read, it was like, dude, this is so amazing. Like,
hell yeah.
Thank you for sending this or whatever. So I think my pizza's just arrived. So it's like, it's like, dude, but yeah, so you have to sacrifice one. You can't have all 3. And Cardano is trying to have somewhat all 3. And I'm hoping with Hydra it can work. I mean, it's not going to be, I don't think, ever as fast as, like, let's say Polygon or any sort of EVM.
You don't think it'll ever be that fast?
I don't think it'll be that fast. Like, those guys do, like, transactions are crazy fast over there, dude. Like,
well, if they can do it, why can't we? Like, what
because
stops
we have
us
more
from
security, because our security is good.
What would be a regular transaction time that people would be cool with? Like, would it be 10 seconds? Would it be 30 seconds? Would it be a minute? Right now, we're dealing with sometimes 5 minutes, like as a normal, like, cool, regular day on Cardano.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if it's a really slow day, it's like a minute, right? But on regular days, normal volume, sometimes like 5 minutes is very reasonable to expect. If it stays that way, I don't think we grow very fast. I think we need a minute tops. I think we more so need like 10 seconds.
Right. I mean, that's fine for me, right? Like, I would be peachy keen with that. But I think we're a little ways away.
Maybe even 20 seconds I would be okay with. But like, it's really frustrating to go from, I know Robinhood sucks and fuck Robinhood for delisting all that shit and being little bitches as soon as that shit happened. I just swore more than I have in like 3 streams combined. But like, that was so annoying. Robinhood's doing it again, where they're not letting people sell
right.
or they're not letting people buy.
Right.
But it's so nice to be able to trade on Robinhood and instantly sell. And you see it pops up. As soon as you want to sell, it goes through. Boom, done. And what's happening is the order is probably not even being executed yet. It's just filling you in at that price and then executing the order later. Right. So because nothing goes through that fast. So I feel like Cardano could do something similar.
Yeah.
And that's what Hydra's supposed to be, I thought. It's supposed to kind of like fast forward the transactions and then fill it later. Like fill it in the background. I'm not sure. That's how I always understood it.
I think it's easier on the market as opposed to like blockchain, which has to be validated.
But blockchain's supposed to be faster. We were complaining about banks doing 3 to 5 business days, right? So blockchain was supposed to always be faster.
Well, I think ETH and Polygon and other chains are like, they are faster. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, like Solana.
Well, Cardano shouldn't just be built to like be better in these areas. Like we should be better in all the areas, or at least
So I think you know, they wanted to build a strong base where people could use the blockchain, have it be secure, have transactions be able to be refunded if they didn't go through. You didn't lose out on gas. You didn't lose out on all these other things like the dust transactions or whatever, right? So they wanted to build with that because that protects your users, right? They're more like protection of users first, right? And so they have the good base. The problem is they need to build up scaling wise and more broad out scaling wise. And so that's the problem that we're running into right now. We could have like a shit ton more users. The problem is like our transactions just have to be faster, right? When I want something done, I want something done, you know, and I don't want to wait.
My money and I want it now.
Yeah. JG Wentworth, baby. But yeah, I
think Elvin has a pretty good analogy, right? Like we have too many locked doors, it's time to unlock some of them.
Yeah.
And, you know, June is saying it's time for Charles to start breaking things and come back instead of all these essays.
Yeah.
And on that note, I will say, too, because I know that he tried to make amends with the XRP community. And a lot of people saw that as him only doing that because he's put in a tight spot. And I agree that that's obviously how it's going to look. And to some degree, that's actually 100% accurate. But does it matter? Like, are we really going to hold the grudge now during that time? Like, we do need everybody to come together. And yes, maybe Charles, quote unquote, or Cardano people, quote unquote, don't deserve it because we didn't support XRP back then. Like, but still, at some point, we need to put down the pitchforks and come together and have a freaking handshake and fight together, whether it's now or later. And why not just be now? I get that it stinks to have to, you know, do it now when it's on Cardano's terms. or whatever. Like Cardano's now hurting and now we're asking for help. I get it. It looks annoying, I'm sure, from XRP's like standpoint. But it's not even just XRP. I think all crypto kind of blockchain needs to come together and fight this, because they're not going to stop at Solana, Matic, Polygon, Cardano. They're not going to stop there. So I think we all do need to come together. I just hope next time maybe Charles doesn't start shitting on all these other coins. Yeah. Even if he's right, like we just don't, it doesn't need to be said all the time. You don't need to be Captain Save-A-Ho for everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Man, we gotta get faster, man. Period. End of story. Like that's 100%. It. Like just start working on that. Test that shit. Like Hugs Not Rugs is right. Meme coin season was a very good stress test. And what we found out is like we're about to get botted out of shit. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, there's no way around the bots. Bots are constantly running right now, waiting for brand new coins to come out, and they're just buying them. They don't even care if they're fakes. They are buying them, just constantly being run. So when people are saying, and this is what happened with motherfucker coin, MFR, they were like, we're not going to tell you when the pool is going to be dropped because we don't want bots to get it. Well, guess what? Bots are constantly going. No matter what you do, bots are going to get it first. There is no other way around it. So you not telling the people is just screwing them that much more.
Right.
It's really frustrating. So if anybody, I recommend anybody who wants to create a coin, just tell everybody when you're going to drop it. The bots are going to be there. It's going to suck. Just be transparent and tell people.
Right.
Please.
Please. Please.
Like, dude, it was so annoying. Like, I know Bank didn't mean to do this, but it wasn't Bank, it was Cock. Bank did it too, though. Yeah. Bank did it too, but Cock had that real drop off. I had my brother literally have to wake me up at like 3 a.m. to go trade.
Yeah.
Because if I just knew it was 3 a.m, I may have not went to bed. I may have like scheduled around it. I don't know. It's just annoying to want to put your money somewhere, and then as soon as you do, you're told like 10 hours later, we're not going to tell you when you can sell. Good luck within the next 24 hours.
Yeah,
it's a shitty look on top of the orders being botted. And then while the orders are being botted, because we have slow transaction speed, it doesn't just take 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It was taking like 30 minutes to get fills.
It's gone. It's done. Like by that time, you're sold out.
And that's why MinSwap tried to go to 100% slippage or infinite slippage, because they knew that they couldn't keep up with the transaction speeds. And 100% slippage, infinite slippage, if you don't know what you're doing and it's your first time, you're going to get wrecked. If you tried to buy within the first few candles and bots beat you to it after putting in hundreds of thousands, dude, you're buying at like a 28x and then you're going to get dumped on. And then you're having even less of a fun time. Yeah. It's just not good. It's not good.
Yeah. But
my cock was left in the dirt.
Yeah.
Your bro woke you up at 3 or... Yeah, I told him to. I told him to wake me up for that cock.
I mean,
dude, I'll let you go. But the one funny thing about it was my brother's still new to this, and he traded Bank with me. He made some good money, so he's excited with it too. And I had work the next day, which is why I was trying to get some sleep. And I told him, as soon as it goes live, wake me up. I don't care. And so he woke me up because he saw a fake cock coin. And I was like a little mad, but like obviously I'm not gonna like be mad at him because he did what I said. He just didn't know. Yeah. And then I went back to bed, and 30 minutes later, he woke me up for the real cock coin. And I was just like, dude, tomorrow's going to suck for work.
Tomorrow's going to suck. How is work going? Okay.
Work's going all right. Yeah. Father's Day is coming up, so I have to work a double probably Sunday. It's going to be brutal. But I'll get good money, so I can't complain.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the trade-off. I mean, you're still making, as long as you're making consistent money, that's all that matters, dude. Like, you have some breathing room. Like, that's super important.
Like the fact that I can work just like 3 days a week on the weekends, and it's a tip job that's at a nice winery. So if it's a decent day, you'll come out with at least like $150. Yeah. Like you really can't complain. And on the busy days, like on Mother's Day, dude, I probably made like $700 just on Mother's Day.
That's pretty legit.
Yeah. Like you cannot beat that.
Yeah.
They're rare, so it's not like I can like, like don't think I'm rich or nothing, but like there's some days that I'm just like, I'm pumped,
Yeah, that's like 2,800 ADA.
Yeah.
Well, let's go 3,000 ADA. Let's go, baby.
Like half of a test.
Yeah. Half of a test. You're going to do it. I'm pretty sure you're going to pull the trigger and you're going to be like, oh,
if I can make one more good play, You know, maybe I'll do what I said I would do for
Hopefully you get that jelly
for
cube
Jelly
though.
Cube.
Hopefully you
Yeah,
get
for
that
real.
jelly cube.
It is actually that time. You got to go
Yeah.
pick up your kids.
No. I have to get out just because I have frozen pizza now sitting in my
That's
outside
right.
my door.
That's right. I have to actually go to the bathroom again. I've been drinking this this shake while I've been on
Same
stream.
here. I had
But
a shake and I had tea. I was like, man, I'm done. I gotta piss all the time now.
yep,
So,
dude, tea is the greatest. But
but
yeah,
tomorrow,
guys,
next week,
next week, Worlds Within.
not
Week
worlds
after,
without.
not Worlds Without, hopefully.
Yeah,
And then the after that, we might have another project. I don't know. We got stuff lined up. I'll let y'all know.
gotcha.
Appreciate you, Hugs and not Rugs. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. I know
Yep.
that we were trying to do Worlds Within, so everybody who came expecting that, my bad, but I'm glad that you stayed. I do think that this stream actually turned out super freaking well. It's cool that we probably paused rates while this was all happening. I'll have to go check. And if anybody wants to send me this jelly cube for 1930, I would appreciate it. But remember to get outside, see your family, see your friends. We're here to make more money so that we can spend more time with them. Until next time, guys. Peace.
Ooh.